Hello everyone, welcome back. I am Zach, and this is a series that I am now calling Hope for Master Ball. The reason why I call it Hope for Master Ball is because these last couple seasons, it is a surprise that I've made it to Master Ball with the way I've been playing. So far, on the last video, we went 1 and 2, and then I played one off recording and lost that one as well. So this team isn't really doing that well, so I definitely might be switching quickly to a different team. But I am recording the first episode and this episode back to back. So we are using a G-Max Alcremie team with support Arcanine, with things like Will-O-Wisp, Heatwave, and Snarl. And we are using a Coil Milotic, a Prankster, Sableye, a Focus Sash, Mold Breaker Excadrill, and a Rotom Mow with a Citrus Berry. One thing I'm really struggling with this team is that there is no form of speed control. So this match seems like it could be a Rotom Mow match. The only thing is, my Sableye is actually really slow. It's given more bulk than speed investment because of the eject button, so it's not sashed. So if they lead with the Whimsicott will actually get Tailwind off before I could even taunt it, because they're both Prankster Pokemon. We see a Dragapult, a Gyarados, Togekiss. We could see a Gyarados Togekiss lead. And actually, we see the Whimsicott and Excadrill. So I am going to get a taunt off, and I am going to switch to the Alcremie. We carry Mystical Fire on our Alcremie to deal with Steel types, and we should probably just see a high horsepower come out into the Alcremie, which hopefully it's able to live. We'll taunt the Togekiss. Rock Slide, okay. And there goes my eject button. So here is something I planned on for the team. Arcanine actually speed creeps Excadrill, but the issue is we have the opponent has Tailwind up, so we won't outspeed them exactly, but we should be able to still get a Heat Wave off. I think I'm going to, yeah, let's max flare at the Excadrill, because it's probably sashed. I do see Whimsicott probably switching out because it's taunted. I really wish I had Quash on my Sableye. That would really help the Tailwind situation. So here's the thing, does the Excadrill target the Alcremie or the Arcanine? Both with Earthquake. but you do hit the Whimsicott as well. So we'll get a Heat Wave off. And get the burn on Whimsicott, so Whimsicott will go down. And Max Flare, which should take out the Excadrill. Okay. We turned that around a little. So we do have to remember my opponent still does have Tailwind up. So we'll see Gyarados and Tyranitar. So I think here I want to switch out and to the Sableye because it's sackable, and I want to G-Max Finale into the Gyarados because you have to worry about the weakness policy that is probably on Tyranitar. Okay, that's a great ball. That really doesn't tell me who it is. I would have to say it's probably, yeah, it's the Gyarados. And you're going to Max Geyser and probably the Sableye slot, which was the Arcanine. So you do change the terrain. There's no more sand for Tyranitar. And Gyarados will get a Moxie boost. An Earthquake. Okay, so we see the Tyranitar's Life Orb. And here I'm going to bring Rotom in. Not Rotom, I'm going to bring Arcanine to get another Intimidate off. Bringing that Gyarados back down to neutral. And we have one more turn of Tailwind. So I see a Max Geyser coming out, so I'm actually going to switch into the Rotom, hoping that it lives. And we are going to G-Max Finale into the Tyranitar now that we know that it's not weakness policy. Max Geyser comes out, okay. But you're hitting the Alcremie spot. On the plus side, if Tyranitar uses Earthquake again, it is not going to do anything. But once again, that Gyarados remains neutral because of that Moxie boost after we get Arcanine back in. So Tailwind goes out. We'll get another Intimidate off. So I think our best choice here is to Thunderbolt the Gyarados, hoping that it does not outspeed. Now that Tailwind's over, I think it does though, and we're going to burn the Tyranitar. So Arcanine will actually go first. And Rotom will outspeed the Gyarados, and we are able to take it out. That Tyranitar is Life Orb, but it's -2, and it is Burn, so we should be able to handle whatever it has left pretty well. And we'll see a superpower come out into the Rotom, which will drop its attack and its defense even more. So I think we are good at this point. So I'm just going to Leaf Storm and Heat Wave. Okay, and the match is going to be canceled. So that is one of the pros of using an Intimidate user with Will-O-Wisp, is that I can just rotate in, and it was helpful to help make sure that that Gyarados didn't get out of control. Was there a weakness policy on the team? No. Okay. It's sad that like weakness policy is used so much in the meta right now. You just have to assume that there is a weakness policy on every team and try to find it. So we are able to move up a little and win a match. We have our next opponent. It's So we see a Steel team with an opposing Alcremie. I definitely think this is an Alcremie Arcanine lead. We need the Excadrill in there. And just the Rotom. Do you lead Torkoal Venusaur? Can't see in a place where you would. What is Durant's base speed? .109, which is higher than Arcanine. So if it's max speed, it's still going to But we actually do see the Venusaur Torkoal lead. Okay. So you definitely can't launch blind sleep powders. So at worst we take a Sludge Bomb. So we're just gonna go ahead and Gigantamax turn 1 and launch a Max Flare, which is already Sun Boosted, into the Venusaur. And then we'll get a Snarl off, hopefully knocking down the special attack of that Torkoal. Sleep Powder, but we have the Sweet Veil. So this is one of the first problems I saw that I thought this team could solve. So here you see the way it was built worked very well. And Venusaur's gone. Eruption, which isn't going to do much after the Snarl. So the thing is, we don't know if that Venusaur had the Focus Sash. So I think here we're just going to keep snarling. And we're going to focus on that Alcremie. And we're going to see the Torkoal withdraw. And Togekiss is going to come out. So it's going to take the Snarl really well, but they're both going to decorate. You decorated on the switch. Okay. So we are able to neutralize a little bit of that boost with Snarl. And I'm assuming we're probably dealing with a fast crit kiss. But we are able to recover a little from the G-Max finale. And it's still +1. Let's target, take advantage of the sun while it's up. And we are going to see this Togekiss Dynamax. I'm curious to see how much bulk you invested into this Togekiss. And you're going to decorate again. We're going to get a Heat Wave off. Burn the Togekiss, so that's good. And you're going to target down that Arcanine and take it out. Okay. So I think Rotom is the best to use at this point because we have to worry about that Torkoal in the back. And Dynamax is going to be over, but we are able to Dazzling Gleam to hit both Pokemon. But I want to say a Max Airstream just takes out the Rotom. I'd be really surprised if this Rotom lives a Max Airstream from this Togekiss, especially because the Alcremie is probably just going to decorate again. We'll see a Max Flare come out. Bye, Rotom. Okay. So, even though this Togekiss has a lot going on to it, we will Dazzling Gleam both Pokemon and Iron Head the Togekiss. I'm going to assume that Excadrill is going to get knocked out after a move from Togekiss and Torkoal. Togekiss could max guard though. No, you're just going to max flare. Bring Excadrill down to a sash. But we will get an Iron Head off. Hopefully it is enough. And it is. Now the problem is how do we take care of this Torkoal? Because Excadrill is definitely going down. Okay. So, to our advantage, the sunlight does fade. And we will try another Dazzling Gleam. Clear Smog? Oh, it's a poison attack. Let's see, what did that bring us down? Can we live another? But we don't have to worry about it because we are able to secure the knockout on the Torkoal and win our second match for today. And get a bottle of protein. Wow. Let's continue battling. We should be back up to rank 9. And yes, okay. So definitely going a lot better than the last recording. And we will go against Yuna. This is a water ice team. No, not Milotic. We're definitely going Rotom. The thing is it worth Dynamaxing Excadrill here? We do get an Intimidate off. We show Mold Breaker. Yeah, let's do it. I think we have to Heat Wave just to get extra damage off on the Darmanitan. Rotom does threaten both of my Pokemon right off the jump. Earthquake. Gah. So it's a good thing we doubled in to the Darmanitan because it was able to outspeed both my Pokemon. And we'll get a defense boost, even though that won't do anything against the Rotom. But we see that the Rotom is slower, so I wouldn't be surprised if I see... Oh, okay, Hydro Pump. At least we didn't see a Nasty Plot. So where do you go now from here? I would have to say, if you have Conkeldurr, you bring it out now. So I think a Snarl should be enough, because usually Alola Ninetales are Focus Sash. Okay, so you're going to max the Rotom. And probably get the Veil up. And you use a Blizzard instead. Good call. We will get the Snarl off, which will help us against the Rotom. The only thing is, I believe my Arcanine is the fastest on the field. We'll see a Max Lightning come out. So maybe you're worried about that Milotic that I might have in the back. And Arcanine's going to go down. So we are down to just our Alcremie. I'm worried about another Blizzard. Let's Mystical Fire into the Ninetales and protect with the Rotom, because a Blizzard will hit hard even though it's -1 at this point, but I could see the Ninetales just choosing to get the Veil up while it can. We did chip the Ninetales though, so if it did have a Focus Sash, it is broken. Is that bulky Life Orb Rotom? Okay, our Rotom's going to protect. We're going to see the Blizzard come out. And that doesn't do much to Alcremie. And a Max Lightning. Okay, and we'll get our Mystical Fire off. And it's still not enough against the Ninetales. But we do see a special attack drop. I think here we just have to go after the Ninetales with the Rotom and then try to get health back with Alcremie. Blizzard is still going to do a lot even though it's -2. Ugh. Our Rotom will go first with a Thunderbolt. And who did this Rotom target? You hit Alcremie with a Max Lightning, and it is enough to take it out. So you still have one Pokemon remaining. We do prop the Citrus Berry. Beartic. How many turns of... They have 2 more turns of Hail. Let's protect. I want to see what this Beartic wants to do. Icicle Crash. And you get a nasty plot off. I would have to say this Beartic is probably a Slush Rush, which will give it double speed. I think I just have to go for the Leaf Storm on the Rotom Wash. I will probably get taken out by this Icicle Crash, but the Beartic does miss. And we are able to land a knockout on the Rotom Wash. But we do take a -2 in special attack. So that is not good. And we lose electricity. I think we have to go for flinches at this point. And that does nothing. And you're going to miss again. So let's just keep going for flinches. Between the accuracy and the flinches, we might be able to get this, and we do land a crit. And you land an Icicle Crash. Does Rotom survive? No, it does not. Well, overall, this wasn't a bad run today. Just a large ice team. If we were able to get a flinch off, we probably could have maybe won that, but that's Pokemon for you. But anyways, how do you like this team so far? Do you have any suggestions for how I can improve it? I'm not really liking the Sableye. I think I might find a Whimsicott that can give me Taunt and Tailwind. Because I feel like at this point that might be more beneficial than what I'm trying to do with Sableye. Because I haven't been able to get eject button off at all. And then after that, it really hasn't done anything beneficial for the team. So I think that's a change I might make for the next episode. But anyways, don't forget to tell me what you think about the team in the comments below. And if you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. But anyways, I'm Zach, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.